Greetings! Thank you so much for purchasing a waist bead set from the Epiphany Dreams Light. Today I am going to be showing an updated version of how to tag on your waist beads. I have a set here that I will be putting on myself, and we will get started. I'll show you all the tools that you need to complete your set, and so that you will be able to tie it on without, hopefully, any problem. Okay, so first, of course, you're going to need your waist beads, which I have here. Then you're also going to need a pair of scissors and some type of container to catch any loose beads that you'll be removing from yourself to customize the waist bead set to your waist. And you will also need a lighter. This lighter is used at the end to seal the strands that have been cut. So next I'm going to show you the area where we're going to be focusing on, so you won't be seeing my face, but I'll be talking as I'm going through this. All right, I have my waist beads on here, as you see. So first, you're wanting to know, where do I place my set at? So your waist beads can be from your waistline, which is, mine is here. If you want to bend over to the side, wherever that little indent is, that's where your waistline begins at. So your waist beads can fall in the area from your waistline to your hip area. Now, if you are using these waist beads to track your weight loss, I do recommend that you start up higher in this area than lower, because the lower they sit, you lose this weight. Those waist beads are going to fall off faster, okay? So I like to tend to wear mine in this area here. Waistline area to belly button area to right above this area here. Now, of course, you can place your beads where you feel most comfortable at, but this is just where I like to wear my beads at. So first things first, what we're going to do, we're going to get our waist bead strand that we have here, and I always put like a slider bead. This is so the beads do not like move up and down the string. So you're probably going to see this little slider bead here that has like a string that's wrapped around of it. So what you're going to do is just slide that to the end of your waist beads to the knot. And now your beads will be able to move more freely once you push them down. And what we're doing here is we're wanting to have enough string loose on either side so that we can tie properly, because as you see, these beads on the other side of this end are all the way to this knot. So we need to make some loose strings at either end so that we can properly tie these on. Okay, so this strand here, I don't know where I'm going to put it at for sure, but I like to put it, like I said, in this general area. So I'm probably just gonna put it, let's see, probably put it like right here in the middle-ish or whatever. Okay, so I have these beads around here, and then of course I have the strands here where I can start pushing beads down. So what you're going to do is you are going to, it's kind of hard to see because I'm blessed up top. I usually do this in the mirror myself, so you can use your phone or your mirror to do this. So what you're going to do is, here you see I have pushed some of the beads down that I won't be needing, but I've kind of gotten in that general area here where I wanted it. You want to also make sure that all the beads are pushed back on either side of the string so that there are no gaps in between the string and the beads. You want them all flush together. You see, like I pushed them all back. That's as far as they'll go on that side. That's as far as they'll go on that side. So, and You want to make sure you're relaxed. Do not hold in. Be your normal, natural self, because that's going to change your waist bead measurement if you are holding your breath in. So just relax. And like I said, I kind of want it in this area. I might take a few more beads because you want to have at least where your fingers can fit in between you and the beads in between. You don't want to be too tight, because if it's too tight, then you're going to be not very comfortable, because these beads can tighten up on you if you do eat too much or things of that nature. So I pretty much feel like I'm going to have it right here. This is where they're going to be at. So what we're going to do is we're going to make an X. And then once we make that X, you're going to take one end of the string and loop it once and twice. Then we're going to tie it a little taut, not all the way yet. Then you're going to make another X and pull one strand through that hole. This is called a surgeon's knot. And now once you've got the first loop, first two loops, and then you've done that one loop around, now you can tie it down here. And see, there is your first knot. Now we're going to make a few of these knots so that you don't have to worry about your knot coming loose or untying. So I like to do just a regular one knot. So one knot here, tie it down. Then another, just pull that through the loop one time, tie it down. Let's do that surgeon knot one more again. So make that X, pull through the loop once, pull through, and the beads may slide, so make sure you get those beads out the way, because they will get in the midst of the knot. So we done pulled through once, we're going to pull through twice. And then I'm going to tie it down, and I'll do a few more just single knots. So one knot through here, and then one more knot here. Now you're also can, if you feel comfortable with doing it as well, you can also take one of the strands and kind of loop it behind here. So I took that, looped that around behind the waist bead strand, and then tie another single knot if you like. It's up to you how many knots you like to tie. I like to tie a good amount, like 5 to 8. That works for me. So like that knot is secure. That knot is not going anywhere. So now that I have got my knot secured, what I'm going to do is cut about 1 centimeter away from the knot. Do not cut at the knot, about 1 centimeter away from the knot. So as you see here, I've got some little loose strings here. That's where next your lighter comes into play. So you're going to use that to burn the ends where you cut. And once it's a little warm to you, you can use your finger to kind of push that down where the knot is, so that, and this part, it sometimes does get a little irritating. So you can just use that your lighter where you cut it to make that where it's melded together feel more comfortable to you. But yeah, don't ever cut your knot. Use the lighter to make it feel more comfortable to you. And that is it. So I just circled that knot around to the back. There it is. We did it. And that is how you put on your waist beads. Now, just be mindful that your waist beads are now a part of you. So don't be in a rush to kind of like remove your clothing or like pull your clothes down real quickly and stuff like that. Because as with anything, it does have a failure rate. So if you're pulling and tugging too hard, they can possibly break. Let me bring it back up here so you can see me. Your waist beads will be with you as long as they need to be. my waist beads that I have on here, some of them I've had as of today, of course, but I also have had some that I've had for like 3 years, 4 years, or something like that. So results may vary per person. The reason most of my clients might end up breaking their strands is that they forget that their waist beads are there and they get in a rush and pull and tug. But like I said, it depends on the person, how long they stay with you. Now, if they do break off after a period of time, it could mean that it has served its purpose, especially if you bought them for a purpose of manifesting or losing and tracking weight, and it's done what it's supposed to do. If they've fallen off, of course, that means that you've lost the weight and done what you were supposed to do too as well. So don't take it as a loss or a failure. If they break off after a certain point, you know, it just means that it's time to upgrade to a new set. So that is the video, everyone. So if you would like to purchase waist beads from me, look down in the bio. I have the link to my website. You can purchase waist beads directly, or if you want to send it to a friend, let a friend know and everything like that. And I hope this helped you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for all the good nuggets that I got going on. All right, see ya.